And we're back with TSPN, and we have the famous, the infamous Susan Feist with us today.
Yes,
how are you doing today, Susan?
I'm good. How are you?
Very
good
good.
to have you today.
Yeah, thanks
For the Harvest Hoedown. I love that. It's a cute name.
Amador
thank
City.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
Now talk about your shop and why you located in Amador City.
Well, we live in Amador City, and the winery is in Amador City. So when the space became available, I leased it right away, and we opened about 6 months later. And it was actually built as an old Western saloon, so it's a great fit. It's a long, narrow building, so the bar can run the
Where's
whole
the
length.
actual the vineyards?
We don't own a vineyard, but the winery is right outside of town. If you're headed towards Plymouth, it's on the left side of the highway.
And because the county rules, you can't pour wine there, or?
Yeah, there's no public access.
Okay, no public access there, but I thought you had a great idea to move it and put it in the middle of Amador City.
Yeah, for sure. I think the in-town tasting rooms it's an up-and-coming thing. It's great. You can walk around. And,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
a good
that's awesome.
space.
Give you a little bit of logistical issue, though, moving the wine from one location to the other.
It's heavy, but
I drink some on the way, right?
for
So
sure.
how long have you been a winemaker?
My husband's a winemaker, but I've been in the wine business about 7 years now.
Okay, cool.
And it's good wine, too.
Thank you.
We were there when you were slightly pregnant, and 10 months ago, I guess.
Yes.
And when you had your grand opening in Amador City. But this time, this coming Saturday, October 27th, 2 weeks down the road, you're having Amador City Hoedown.
Yes, we're having an event in the whole town. So Andre's Bakery, Buffalo Chips Restaurant, Imperial Hotel will actually be hosting Wine Tree Farm, who is another Amador City winery. They'll be pouring
That's
wine there.
Corinne.
Corinne Moore, yeah, exactly. And she has Rhone varieties she'll be pouring. And then we'll have a live band at Feist Wines. And then all the different restaurants will be offering seasonal fare.
Awesome.
Right.
Very good.
In Amador City, it's a small place, but it's big enough where you can see a lot. There's a lot of shops there.
Yeah, for
a lot
sure.
of
There's
few restaurants here and there.
good diversity. And we now have 2 candy shops plus Buffalo Chips offers old-fashioned candy. There's a new woman named, her store is the Chocolate Lady, and she's really wonderful homemade chocolates.
Ooh. Does she have chocolate with bacon in it?
I'm
I
not
love
sure
that.
about that one.
Have you ever tasted that?
No.
Oh, yeah, they have it up at the Vintage Market, I think.
Oh,
It's
do
really
they?
good,
Oh,
yeah.
And then Sally's got the quilts over there, correct?
Yeah, she's fabulous antique quilts.
Had that shop for like 25 years. Ever since I've been here, she's had it.
Yeah, a lot of the shopkeepers have been there 25, 30 years.
She's got some great old quilts in there too, so
Says
just a lot to see.
Says wear your best boots.
Yeah, for sure. So wear your cowboy boots, and we're going to have a contest for cowboy hats. So whoever's got the
Cute.
perfect cowboy hat is going to get a gift basket from all the different stores.
I could
in
win
town.
that.
Awesome. Yeah, you probably
Yeah,
have several.
come on down.
Yeah.
I got
Come on
some
down,
old.
Richard.
I got some pretty unique cowboy hats. So.
Yeah, we should do it.
I don't wear them; they're pretty unique. So,
Are they? How unique are they?
you got to unique up on them. Who came up with the idea of the Harvest Hoedown?
There's a guy named JR, and he has a vegetable stand outside of Buffalo Chips every Friday night. So between Ashley, who owns Buffalo Chips, and I, we wanted to do a farmer's market. So that's another element that I haven't covered yet. We're going to have different vendors out with local produce
Great.
on the
That's
streets.
awesome.
Let's talk about the Feist Wines a little bit. I mean,
Sure, yeah.
You're here representing. So, what kind of wines would you pour there?
Today I brought our Reserve Zinfandel, and this is a neat wine. It's from the Ferraro Vineyard, which is right in the Shenandoah Valley, and they're 95-year-old vines. So it's a really great old vine zin. We also have Rhone varietals. We buy grapes from Corinne Moore, who has the vineyard outside of town, and so we have Syrah, we have a Grenache, and then we have a Syrah Grenache and Mourvedre. The Syrah just received a silver medal at the San Francisco Chronicle competition, so
great.
that was super exciting. And then we also have this Petite Syrah, that one's from El Dorado County. So we buy all our grapes, so we have a lot of flexibility with regard to what we make. And we just finished the harvest, and the grapes came in really well this
So, you're
year.
all done with harvest?
We are, yeah,
You're a
actually.
little early, aren't you?
We are. Everything was supposed to come in over the 4 weeks, and it all came in 1 week. So it all was fermenting at one time, and it's all done and in the barrel. And
That's
we're
why they call
ready
it
to go.
the big crush.
The big
It
crush.
happened all one time.
Do you guys,
Yeah,
you
sure
must
did.
enjoy, it sounds like you really enjoy the winemaking process.
It's
and,
wonderful. It's
yeah.
amazing to have an agricultural product and see it go and turn into something like wine.
That's kind of different or unusual for all the grapes to come in at once because sometimes it stretches out clear into November.
It was pretty strange because we had all sorts of different varieties, different appellations, some from El Dorado County, but just with the weather and the microclimates, it all ripened at once.
Now, where did your husband get the knowledge to make the wine?
He's worked for several wineries in the county and in El Dorado County, so just picked it up on the job.
over the years.
Yeah, and then we use a consulting chemist too, so that they
I'm
run
sure
all
so
the
much of it
numbers.
is intuitive and just kind of intuition, is it?
For sure, you just you take it and you keep things clean and you know what to do and you look
There's
for.
a science of it for sure, but it seems
Absolutely.
like a lot of it could also be, like I said, just kind of having that knack.
It is. There's a lot of art to it. So there is
yeah.
a science, but you kind of put your own imprint on it as well.
Yeah.
The Harvest Hoedown is from 12 to 4 on the 27th, and you're going to have Slade Rivers Band. Where are they out of?
They are out of Drytown. The Slade actually lives in Pioneer, but they Tex, who's their slide guitarist, is in Drytown, and they played together for a few years now. They do country swing, and they're just fabulous. You can hear them on online if you Google Slade Rivers Band, and they do honky tonks songs. It's real, just great country music.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And if somebody desires, they can do all their shopping that day and then have a good dinner afterwards. That's what we
Absolutely.
usually end up doing, is going to Imperial Hotel or someplace else there.
Yeah, it's super charming. And then next door to us at Buffalo Chips, they have fabulous hamburgers. So if you haven't been there, I highly recommend it.
Then you
I like
can
the
buy a
name.
bottle of wine and then go in and pay the corkage fee if you
Absolutely.
have
I
to.
think she probably would even waive it.
Oh,
Yep.
cool. Okay, I think we're going to go to break.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you for being our guest
Yeah,
today. It's been
thanks for
fun.
having me.
All right, we'll be right back.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.